Hello everyone, welcome back to Anmol Astrology channel. Now this video is about Mercury retrograde that is going to happen on 26th of November 2024. Mercury is going retrograde for 20 days. Before diving in the predictions for all the ascendants and zodiac signs, let's just know about how Mercury retrograde acts or what results does it give and what does it mean. So first of all, Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is a planet of our intellect, our intelligence. It naturally rules the third and the sixth house. So it talks about our nutrition, it talks about our communication, our efforts, skills, multimedia, jealousy, vengeance, revenge. That is also something Mercury shows. Mercury is considered as the prince in astrology. So Mercury is the youthfulness. It's the way we speak, the what kind of speech do we have, how we interact with people, how good we are with our communication. That all is Mercury. So Mercury, when it goes retrograde, what happens is when a planet moves backward, it comes closer to the Earth. So that planet becomes really important in our life because that particular planet is going to give us karma. So people who are born with Mercury retrograde, you would see that Mercury is something which is going to play a very important role in their life. That means they're going to be very detail oriented, they're going to be very analytical, calculative, they are going to be communicative, very communicative, and also repetitive communicators. They always like to communicate again and again, like they want to reassure things, they want to assure things with you. They are the people who somehow do have trust issues with other people. They get jealous easily. If they boast, they are going to boast massively about their wealth. So these are the few traits you can see with Mercury retrograde, because Mercury, when a planet is retrograde, that planet has some karma that it has carry forward with itself from the past, from your past life. And when it is about transit, it talks about your past within this life. So that's why that planet's prominency increases within your personality and within your life. So right now, Mercury is going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. So if you do not know what Mercury does in the sign of Scorpio, you can check my video of Mercury transit in the sign of Scorpio. There I have explained how it works in the sign of Scorpio and what were the predictions when it was direct. But now it is going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. So, one thing you just need to understand when we talk about retrogression, any planet that goes retrograde, it is going to affect the sign it is posited in, the sign it has in the previous house. So, this Mercury is going to affect the sign of Scorpio and the sign of Libra, and also the sign of Taurus, where Jupiter is there right now. So we will come to that predictive part. But before that, Mercury, when goes retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, it talks about deeply noticing what is hidden, deeply analyzing and evaluating the situations by observing rather than speaking. When Mercury goes into a water sign, and especially when it is the sign of Scorpio, simplest thing which will come into your mind will be that this Mercury is secretive. This Mercury loves to play behind the scenes. So this Mercury, when goes retrograde, it is going to achieve its agenda by observing the situation. This Mercury, definitely Mercury retrograde is going to give you technical issues, especially technical defaults, communication defaults, problems with technology. problems with even softwares, even raw form of softwares, because this is the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio is actually the house where that transformation or going from a raw material to a finished product happens. So people are going to actually face technical issues within that particular process, within the raw self, within the coding, decoding, and stuff like that. Right. So when it is going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, you would see that this is the time for you to get out hidden information. And this hidden information is going to come out by you sitting back, observing, and then taking out the information to fulfill your own agenda. You will also feel very, very jealous. You will feel that vengeance, that revengefulness within oneself. Especially if you are going through Mercury Mahadasha or you are a Scorpio ascendant, then you are going to feel it at the most. Or if you are Scorpio moon, then also. Because this Mercury is going to make you dive deeper. And another thing that this Mercury retrograde is going to do is then that you will know that what is being represented in front of you is actually not the truth. That's why you will dig deeper into the eighth house matters, into what is hidden. So people are not going to trust what is represented. They are rather going to dive deeper into realities. And since this retrogression is happening in the sign of Scorpio, this means that you need to look backwards towards the sign of Libra. There is some karma associated with Mercury being in the sign of Libra, which is still undone. That has to be fulfilled first, and then the moving forward of Mercury would happen. So that's why when a person will observe these hidden things, they will seek balance with the situation so as to get gains out of the present situation. So let's first dive into the charts and then I'll explain what does it actually means. Okay, so the Muhurta chart is the Scorpio ascendant. So many a times I've seen under, my transit videos that people start asking whatever Muhurta chart ascendant is, they start asking that did you not follow that particular sign? Did you not predict for that particular sign? Please no. Then when I'm predicting for the Muhurta chart, that is the prediction of that particular ascendant and zodiac sign. So right now, if I'm predicting for the Muhurta chart, that is the theme of this transit. So it is going to work for everyone, but also these are the predictions for Scorpio zodiac signs, Scorpio ascendants, and Scorpio moon. Okay, so this is our Muhurta chart. We have Mercury in the ascendant and retrograde, and directly opposite to it, we have Jupiter retrograde. So I would explain like a story. So the theme of this retrograde is kind of a story. So what will happen that we being human beings in our personal lives or in our professional lives, in any area of our lives, wherever this Mercury is going to land, wherever this sign of Scorpio and the sign of Libra are going to get connected, we are going to dive deeper into those houses. We would know that something is odd, something is fishy related to that area, and we are going to dig deeper so as to get the root cause out and then transform the situation, look backward, find that balance with the sign of Libra so as to fulfill the karma of the present house, so as to fulfill the transformation that is about to happen. Right? And in this process, there is a lot to learn. There is a very, very heavy lesson, karmic lesson that everyone is going to experience. And that is also because because directly opposite to it, we have a retrograde Jupiter. That means there's a heavy lesson associated with it. And you know what? Every one of us, especially Scorpio people, are going to feel very proud of this situation, very proud of this activity. Why? Because there is this opposition of Sun and Jupiter, right? Why you are going to feel in your own power and in pride, that is because Sun is the ego and Jupiter is basically throwing its aspect over the Sun, amplifying or expanding the qualities of Sun, the self-esteem, the ego. But remember, whenever Jupiter and Mercury come opposite to each other, or when they come together in one house, they create misunderstanding. And you would not want to clear this misunderstanding because this Mercury is retrograde right now. And also, we know that Mercury retrograde definitely creates a lot of misunderstandings. So, you would only want to get done with this particular misunderstanding once the last phase of this retrogression is there, like the last 5 days, maybe out of the 20 days, right? So, you would want to seek the balance that is there with the sign of Libra in the very end days. So first, all of these activities will happen, and then you would lead to seeking that balance and move forward with Mercury in the sign of Scorpio. And at the same time, you need to see there are a lot of aspects on this particular conjunction, this particular Mercury retrograde. Saturn is throwing its 10th aspect. That means it is going to give you karma of a lifetime. Your karma, your action is going to play a very important role. This is going to give you reality check and also make you feel very hardworking towards this particular situation. So definitely your hard work, your action, your karma has to play a very important role. But this Saturn is going to give you the karma that you can't change and you cannot, move away from. You cannot ignore that. You have to deal with that. Then it is also receiving the ninth aspect of Rahu. That means you're going to go into that rebel zone. You are going to feel that I am the right one. I don't care about other people. You may also retaliate your gurus. You may also go against your gurus or your ethics to do this particular to deal with this particular transformation to go ahead. Then you also have Jupiter's seventh aspect along with the retrogression. So there's a lot of repetitiveness. There's a repetitive communication, repetitive lesson. And what happens is that if you do not understand what lesson the universe is trying to give it to you, then universe will keep on challenging you with the same lesson again and again. So it's very important for you to understand what lesson the universe is trying to give it to you. So it's like a very technical retrogression, I would say, because it is being hemmed by a lot of planets. It is being affected by a lot of planets. So it's going to be a very interesting, the retrogression this time. And this talks about sudden events as well, because Mercury is a very wobbly planet. It is a very unstable planet. Going into the sign of Scorpio and then going retrograde, it is going to make in sudden changes. It is going to bring in sudden transformations, sudden changes, very unexpected changes. Okay, so you can be open to unexpected communications, unexpected transformation in your life, right? So now, considering the sign of Scorpios, Scorpio people are going to have the intense effects of this retrograde. Your personality, and how you connect with all the areas of your life, everything is going to transform. You're going to feel very sensitive at this point of time. You're going to feel very detached from your social circle, even from your recognition. You're going to feel detached emotionally through your, friend circle, and you'll be isolating yourself. You'll be into deep researches, searching a lot of things so as to find out what could be the result. And you know what? To deal with your mood swings, to deal with your own self, to deal with what you're feeling on the inside, what turmoil is going within your heart space, you'll have to connect with your subconscious mind. Your intelligence and plus your subconscious mind or your intuition is going to help you with your coming transformation or with whatever goals that you have in life. Because in the first house is a house of determination, it is the house of the focus, the determination, right? So when Mercury comes there, it means that you will get a negative motivation in your life, because Mercury actually attracts jealousy, it attracts that vengeance, it attracts the negative sides also, because Mercury was a planet who always wants to feel like a prince, always wants to be at the center of the attention, not in a sun kind of way, but in its own youthful way. So that's why there you are going to feel very deeply emotional at this point of time and very disconnected. That's why you need to connect to the 12th house. You need to connect, you need to seek balance within your headspace, within your subconscious mind, so as to deal with this transformation. And also, relationships are going to play a very important role in this particular transformation. Your encounters with people, and especially the repetitive encounters you're going to have over this 20 days period, that is going to actually teach you a lot with your personality, that how you actually are, and what do you actually want in your life. Okay. And also, take care of your health. You will also feel very fearful of your health for some reason, and that will actually motivate you to feel to do something or take care of your health. Right. So the next one is the sign of Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius individuals, this retrogression is happening in the 12th house, and this is the Lord of the 10th and the 7th house. So there can be a significant change within your relationship and also within your career, right? You will feel in a way lost when it comes to your relationship and your career. You will actually overly analyze the situations within them. And since this is happening in the 12th house, you'll be so careful with your documentation, you'll be so careful with every detail in your life. And surprisingly, this is a combination which will give you such a brilliant intelligence, which is mixed with intuition. So all the decisions that you take within this 20 days time frame, your intelligence is going to be at peak. You will use your researcher abilities, you will use your intelligence, your intuition, so as to decide or take some firm decisions, and related to your relationship, related to yourself, and related to your career. And this is going to help you. But there is a requirement for you to retrospect the previous house. You need to fulfill the karma of the 11th house so as to get to that 12th house, so as to subconsciously connect there. So there is a need for you to actually seek a balance with your social self, with and even for this you can do some charity so as to get better results out of it. But you have to retrospect your gains, you have to retrospect your social circle with whom you are connecting, because there is definitely a hidden enemy within your social circle, within your friend circle, who can harm you or who has been harming you, but you were not aware of that. So be careful with that aspect, because already you are going through such a turmoil and your career is going to be affected because of this. And this Mercury retrograde in the 12th house could also initiate significant change of your residence, since you already have Rahu in the 4th house and debilitated Mars in the 8th house. So there can be a significant either loss, you can say, loss or expense that could actually lead to shift of residence, or just because you're shifting to some different place, that's why there is a heavy expense or a heavy I would say not loss, but heavy expense associated with that. And that's why you are going to become very calculated for this moment. Okay. So these are the things that I see for the sign of Sagittarius. Now for the sign of Capricorn. So for Capricorn, this retrograde is happening in the 11th house. Since there is a retrogression, constant retrogression happening in the fifth and the 11th axis. The fifth house is about education. The 11th house is about your friend circle. Fifth house is about romance. 11th house is about your friend circle. It's about your gaining of romance or fulfillment of your desires. So you are going to change the way you look towards your desires, your goals, your ambitions. You can expect unexpected gains. Those will not come easy. The first, you will enter a situation which is quite toxic, quite negative for you, and then you would suddenly gain out of it, right? And at the same time, you can have re-encounters with a lot of people. And also, if suppose you are a person who is giving, competitive exams, or you're giving some sort of exams, you're trying to educate yourself, you can experience a major transformation within your exams or within your education. And that is basically involving some sort of lesson for you to be more indulged, more, properly concentrating towards your work and towards your studies. So your studies can create that situation which is a little stressful, but it will make you learn something on a personal level, and then you will be able to give a tight competition and you will gain out of it by the end of this retrogression. Okay, this also talks about that someone in your social circle or someone in your workspace is going to be very deceptive with you, and you will get to know about that. You will sit, observe, and get to know about that. And after getting to know about that, you will seek some balance within your career situation. And you'll have to balance your career place. You'll have to balance your authority within your career so as to gain out of your career or out of that mechanism. So definitely there's a lot going around within the fifth and the 11th axis that is also associated with romance. So maybe a past romantic encounter has been on your head, has been on your mind, and that is something which is taking you off your guard or off your track. So that is also something you are going to learn again and again. But this is also a part of a major life lesson that you're going to learn this time. Okay. Now, the next one is the sign of Aquarius. So, for Aquarius individuals, this is happening in the 10th house. This Mercury is going to challenge your authority, or you will feel very jealous about not being able to put up your authority. This also shows, sorry, since this Mercury is going retrograde in the 10th house, you might have to reconsider an opportunity related to work, or you'll have to redo things within your work. Especially considering that it's an Aquarius ascendant, those people are very innovative, very technical in nature, and very much ambitious. So, right now, it tells me that you'll have to redo certain things within your career that is going to be more technical in nature, and there can be secret hidden enemies who are going to ruin the factor for you for the first time. And that's why only the repetition is required. You would also require to learn something as a part of your higher education and then take that into your work and transform your work environment and transform that into something new. And of course, this also shows there's a lot of karma and there's a lot of lessons that you have to learn regarding your home space and regarding your workspace. So it's like a loop that you're going to have within your work and within your home space. You will also be very misunderstood because of your actions and because of your authority and also because of your emotions. You will try to help certain people, but still you'll be misunderstood for helping, in fact. Right? So there's like a lot, see, all the planets right now are in the Kendra, and there are two retrograde planets in the Kendra. Whenever we have retrograde planets associated with the second house, fourth house, 11th house, 10th house, there is always repetitive travel. So it could also show that you might have to repetitively travel for something. In the first go, maybe your travel is not succeeded, then you'll have to travel again. So or it is just that you have to go through multiple travels. Right. And also this shows that there could be some changes that you might do within your workspace and also within your home space, right? But you will feel very stubborn. You'll feel very fixated on certain things, and you'll give very firm decisions during this time. Okay. And, for that matter, you're going to shut down completely emotionally. You're going to act very cold and very emotionless while doing all of this. Okay. Now the sign of Pisces. So for Pisces individuals, this is happening in the ninth house. So whenever a retrograde planet comes into the ninth house, that means that your luck and fortune activates after a transformative experience. Your luck and fortune will help you, but by giving you a very, very deep rooted transformative event. This retrogression means that you might be misunderstood by the gurus, or you might misunderstand the gurus in your life. I would say that you have to be very careful with your encounters with the gurus and with what suggestions you're getting from the gurus or from the people that you consider are doing the best for you. Right now, I won't say, since it's the sixth lord being connecting in your ninth house, I won't say that you are getting the best of the advice in this moment. For these 20 days, you have to, since Mercury is retrograde in the ninth house, you have to look into the eighth house. You have to seek balance with your thought process. You have to seek balance with secrecy, with secret events in your life. Only then you'll be able to, open your fortune. You'll be able to actually lighten up your fortune. So there's something required. There's a sudden event, of course, going to happen, either related to your inheritance, your secret money, your fixed assets, or joint assets with the spouse. And even you will see that your spouse, or especially first about relationships, you will feel repetition or re-encounters within your relationships. And also you would see recommunications. Your partner will feel very jealous of something, maybe because he or she is not getting adequate attention, and they'll start distancing themselves from you. So there is a kind of emotional detachment from relationships for this while, and you'll be, revisiting your lessons from the past, or your ethics, or your morals. Okay. And also this shows that on a professional front, this shows that you'll have to refine your skills again by gaining some secretive knowledge or gaining some technical knowledge. Okay, so now the sign of Aries. So for Aries individuals, this is happening in the eighth house. Definitely, there is something far much transformative event that you guys are going to experience. So the condition doesn't look good to me for Aries ascendants or Aries moon signs. You will feel quite conflicted, and there is going to be some sort of conflict that is going to arise suddenly, or have already arisen, suddenly, but you are not finding the energy or the valid actions to take towards this situation. And this particular situation is going to affect your relationship and your personal life. It's like an absolute change that you're going to experience within your life. And this can be overburdening. This can be emotionally tormenting as well, right? I also see a lot of expenditure happening towards it, or you taking on debts because of this situation. Since Mercury is going retrograde in the eighth house, you will search for different situations, or different, you will research on different things to get out of this situation. You might have to deal with some sort of finances, secret wealth, inheritance, and also you would have to deal with secret jobs, right? And then this retrogression affects the seventh house. So this shows that you will have to seek balance, but not just in your relationship or in your marriage, but you'll have to seek balance with other people, within your business as well, so as to, you know, go through this transformative process of your eighth house, or of your transformation. This also can lead you to shift from one place to another, like shift of your residence, or maybe just travel overseas. Okay. So now the sign of Taurus. For Taurus individuals, this retrogression is happening in the seventh house, and this includes the Lord of the fifth house, and Jupiter is in the first house right now. So again, this is a very, very transformative time for you people. There is re-encounters that you're going to experience with situations and with people from the past. You will be retrospecting a lot towards the past, or past situations, or whatever has happened in the past. Because of that, you will feel emotionally very disconnected, and there can be some past conflict or some past dispute that will come within your marriage life, and you'll have to deal with that. There's a lot of going back and forth, between you and your partnerships, you and your relationships. So this is definitely not the time to start something new. Rather, this is the time to get done with something that, the past conflicts, the past dealings, the past business opportunities, and you will be able to gain opportunities as well. There are going to be fulfillment of your desires also, but all of this is going to happen after you have learned your lesson. So it is going to take a little bit of time, like for about 2 months. It might take 2 months or more. And then it shows that there is a lot of either jealousy within the relationship, or one of the partners is feeling very jealous, or very negative in a certain way. Okay, so because of that, there can be a very transformative event, or a big change within how you connect within partnerships, or how you connect in love. Okay. And at the same time, your partner can be benefited because of this transformation. Now, not leaving the retrogression part. So Mercury is going retrograde in the seventh house. That means that you need to get done with some sort of debts, or some sort of past conflicts that has happened. Okay. So before then only you will move ahead towards a significant change within your partnerships, or within your business. Now, next is the sign of Gemini. So for Geminis, this is happening in the sixth house. So always, whenever I see a retrograde planet, especially when it's Mercury in a water sign in the sixth house, this tells me that the person is going to get into anxiety. They will feel a lot anxious. So definitely you're going to feel a lot anxious, you're going to feel fearful, and I think that's more so because of financial situation, debt situation, or a significant expense. So these are the three concerned areas that are going to be there, because of which this transformation is going to happen. And more so, what I feel is that this is going to be there. This particular sudden event or a sudden problem is going to be there because of your decision that you have taken in the past. So you might have not you there is the this is actually the time for you to retrospect upon your intelligence, upon your mind and your decisions that you have taken in the past, and you have to correct them. You have to seek balance within them. You have to intelligently correct them, and then you will further be able to get done with this sudden financial situation. Okay. And at the same time, I feel that your partner is going to actually help you with the situation. Although this sudden loss can, see, there are going to be two dualities with this situation. Either the sudden situation has come because of your partner, or this has come and your partner is going to get you out of it in some way. Okay, so you can you can get suggestion from your partner, or you can just simply ask them to give you a clear mind or clear decision on what you should do next. But definitely they are going to feel very strategically activated right now, so they are going to give you a strategic opinion, which can actually also appear them to be quite rigid and dominant, right? But I, of course, do not see the best of the situation with relationships and marriage for you right now. So your major concern is going to be about your financial growth and also your career growth, right? But be very careful with your decisions in terms of speculations, investments, or any sort of, uh, like shares, crypto, and stuff like that. Okay. Next is the sign of Cancer. So for Cancer individuals, this is happening in the fifth house. There could be a re-encounter either with a friend or with a past lover, which is going to happen at this time. Or it also means, since the retrogression happens in the fifth house, this also means that you're going to go deeper into the knowledge of mythology and also into what decisions you have taken in the past. You're going to dive deeper into your heart space to know what you actually need from life. How to actually, you're going to dive deeper into your heart space so as to connect with your mind, right? So it's like there is an interconnection right now within your heart and your mind. So you'll try to develop that, you'll try to research for that. But definitely this time is going to make you dive deeper into astrology, mythology. You would want to learn on your own that why things are happening the way they are. And this is going to lead to a lot of searching online and finding a lot of information online, or through books and stuff like that. And at the same time, relationship somehow is not going to have the best of you. You'll be misunderstood by your lovers, you'll be misunderstood by your friends. So there's a heavy karma associated with the fifth and 11th axis for you. So that's why. And also, if you suppose you're studying right now, if you are giving some exam right now, you can expect a repetitiveness within that. That is because you will be not able to concentrate properly within your exam. And then this retrogression is affecting the fourth house. Whatever is happening right now with your mind, with your intelligence, or with your attention seeking nature, this has to do something with your childhood trauma. So this says that either you should seek balance with your relationship with your mother, or with yourself, with your childhood trauma. You have to get done with your childhood trauma once and for you to go into that powerful situation to achieve what you want. And let's not forget, Mercury going retrograde in the nakshatra of Jyeshtha means that you need and you want power at any cost. And you're going to attract that. You're going to work towards that. The mechanism is not going to be easy, definitely, but you definitely are going to work towards that. Right now, next is the sign of Leo. So, for Leo individuals, this is happening in the fourth house. You would want to shift. Once and for all, you would want to go away from your home space. Your space must have been very depressing and very problematic. And for Leo people, and especially I would say for all the fire signs, somehow I'm feeling they are going to deal with um the inheritance problem. They are going to deal with division within their ancestral property or property for some reason, and they might also shift to different residences, or they might won't want to go overseas as well. So, very firmly for a Leo ascendant, you might want to go overseas, or you want to learn something from a person who is overseas from you, right? So, you will find a guru, and that you will the process of you finding the guru is not going to be easy for you. And then on top of it, you're having this retrogression in the fourth house. You're going to feel very depressed and anxious on the inside. You may also have panic attacks, so be careful of that. And this is basically telling me that the reason why all of this is happening with you, that is happening because of the instability that you have had ever since a long time. So, and also on the professional end, this shows that you have to retrospect your skills. You have to redo certain activities so as to get into your career or get recognition within your career. You have to go back, sit in your isolated space, and then work on something in a very creative manner, in a very technical manner, and then you would lead towards a better future or a better position at your workspace. You can also be misunderstood by people at your home and people at your workspace also, and simply from the society also. But definitely there's a there's a re-encounter, or you making efforts again and again towards a certain situation. This could even be a for obtaining wealth. But at the same time, I do feel that even though you will fight for attaining wealth, but at some point internally, you will have a change of your heart so as to just let it go. Okay, and also this shows me that you're going to do something crazy with your appearance. You might get your hair colored with a very different color, but you're going to do something transformative with your appearance, especially with your hair. Then next is the sign of Virgo. So for Virgo individuals, this time is a time where you are going to feel very disconnected emotionally. You're going to feel very dissatisfactory also with all the things that have been happening in your life. This is actually a part of your transformation. You will feel very spiritually connected rather towards the your subconscious mind. So your intuition has to play a very important role here. Since Mercury is going to go retrograde in the third house, it means that you have to dig deeper into things, into events, and take out information. You'll have to repetitively, make your efforts. You have to repetitively enhance your skills. You will definitely have problems with communication, and you will have problems, misunderstandings as well. People are going to misunderstand you, and even you are going to, retrospect your belief, and that is actually also going to happen for Pisces zodiac signs as well, that you're going to retrospect, you're going to start re-encountering or questioning your belief in some guru or belief in spirituality. you know Also, this shows that there's a significant transformation that is going to happen within your physical space. When there is third house prominency and there's retrogression of third house, this initiates some travel, or this also initiate either change of a job or going into a different place altogether. but definitely be careful with your communication or your adamancy within the communication can actually make you deal with conflicts or make you be the subject of misunderstanding at that point. And definitely because this retrogression is in the third house, it is affecting the second house. You need to seek balance within your finances. You need to manage your finances and manage your relationship with the family, and you'll have to deal with the financial assets of your family. Again, there can be a inheritance issue that is going around there, or there is some secret money or finances or fixed assets that you'll have to deal with. You're definitely going to gain some inheritance, but you're going to gain in a very deceptive way. So it's like a time that is going to make you learn about a very different self of yours. Okay. Now, lastly, we have the sign of Libra. So for Libra individuals, this is happening in the second house. You will have to transform the way you speak, the way you connect with your speech, and it also talks about a major transformation within your finances. You're going to dive deeper into your finances, and you will also look, online about, financial courses, short courses on finances, financial management, and everything like that. You will feel very isolated at this point of time. There's a very transformative event I see within the family or family assets. Again, you also have to deal with your financial wealth, your joint assets, or the wealth of your family. And this is going to be a very traumatic and very burdening experience for you. And this particular thing, this particular retrogression happening in the second house is showing that you have to seek a balance with yourself, with your mind, with your personality, so as to get this transformation done with. This dispute or this problem, this transformation which is happening within your family or within your financial situation is actually going to change you significantly. And again, for Libra ascendants also, I would say just be very careful with your investments into shares and speculative businesses. You have to be very careful with your intelligence. That could lead to a massive, massive change within your wealth. It could be positive, it could be negative. Definitely, that is much dependent on what placements you have and what Mahadasha, Antardasha you're going through. But it is something that you need to be careful of. See, your Kendras are totally empty with only one debilitated planet in the 10th house. Your authority is also not going to play out. You would try to, work with your authority, but somehow that will not be able to play out, and you're going to get frustrated because of that. So definitely, um, you need to have some clarity with your actions and also be careful of hidden enemies right now. Okay, this retrogression I won't say it is going to help you, but it can give you good gains if you strategically plan all the things out, and if you plan strategically about your actions. Okay, you have to get into manipulation for this matter, to get out of this situation. So manipulation is something you'll have to do at this point of time. Okay, so guys, this was my analysis about Mercury retrograde that is happening on 26th of November. So I hope it helps. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you guys would like to have your personal readings, you can check out the link below, www.anmolastrology.com. And under the reading section, you can book a personal reading for yourself. And under the unique reading section, you can book a unique reading for yourself. Okay, so take care. Bye bye.